ministers. He appointed all of them deliberately. He knew that he was appointing crooks, but he did so deliberately. He knew that he was appointing incompetent people. He did that deliberately. He had options. He had a lot of Kenyans that he could have picked, and he chose to pick these ones. And even though people have been complaining about them, he's refused to fire any one of them. So forget about the ministers. The focus is on Ruto. If Ruto goes, he goes with all his ministers. So why should you care about going to the Ministry of Agriculture? You are going to scatter yourself too thin. For what reason? You are trying to spread yourself thin when you should be together. Let us be together in one spot and sing one song. Ruto must go. It cannot be anything else. You see, let us not be mentally, psychologically vulnerable to these guys. Because even one of the listeners has just sent me a message, and it's quite revolutionary. He says, look, a revolution, a protest, any attempt to correct the system is not a wedding procession. You don't expect him to meet you with bouquets. He will fight back, and he's fighting back through his goons. Let us avoid talking as if the demonstrators or protesters were goons, or some of the protesters stole or looted. They want us to focus on side issues, red herrings, diversionary things. We are dwelling too much on their issue. The issue of goons we should have settled by simply saying, Ruto is desperate. He went out there and hired goons so that he can discredit the protest, and it has failed. And then move on from there to other more important and effective ways of moving forward. One of the things that people must do, first of all, there is no question you cannot go to Uhuru Park, because that has been done, has been attempted many times. They only bring GSU and whatever to seal it off, and you will not be able to get there. We are going to get to public open spaces like Parliament, because it is open. You get there through the roads, and that is the meeting point. How you get there is not our issue, because if you let them block you from getting out of your estate, they will, and then you will not reach Parliament. So don't congregate out of town. Get to CBD through whatever means, whether you are walking, whether you are on a motorcycle, whether you are on a matatu, whatever it is, get to CBD. That is how revolutions are done. You don't tell them that we are going to meet out of town, because they will simply block you from getting to the CBD. The important thing about the CBD, apart from the symbolic importance, is that you grind everything to a halt. Let them not tell you about the stock exchange. Let them not tell you about our business are not running. Let the businesses not run so that they can understand that this is a serious thing. Because if they do not understand this is a serious thing, then Ruto will continue with business as usual. So let's not be distracted. Finally, let people stream this thing. If you are downtown and you are a multitude of people, stream it live. Stream live whatever is happening, so that if people are being attacked, everybody can see. Stream it on Facebook, stream it on X, stream it on TikTok, stream it wherever you can stream it. But make sure you stream it and take good pictures of any thugs that they hire to come and attack people. But let's not dwell too much on the fact that they hired the goons, because the more you do that, you are actually making him win. You are distracting yourself. You are causing fear to yourself and to other people. And this is not the time for that. Let us stop lamenting. Let us come up with concrete things we must do. Thank you, Marge.
Thanks so much, Dr. Harry. And so as we move on, like underlined by Dr. Harry, Yes, we already noticed the problem. We've talked about it. Now let's just move on from there. And I hand over the mic to Sumba Robin.